Hello, my friends. I have another story for you here. This is called The Mother and Father. In the year 2047, humanity's first contact with an alien species came without warning. A vast, shimmering vessel, like a city of liquid light, descended silently over the Pacific Ocean, hovering above the waves. No signals, no weapons, no sound, just presence. The world held its breath. Governments scrambled, and billions watched screens for answers. Then a message arrived, not in words but in thoughts, imprinted directly into every human brain. We will speak only with the mother and father, not to the children, but to the mother and father. We need to talk to the adults on the planet. Confusion rippled across the globe. Who were the mother and father? Religious leaders claimed divine roles, politicians inserted authorities, and scientists speculated about metaphors for leadership or origin. Days passed, and the alien remained silent, the ship unmoving, a serene enigma. In a small coastal town in New Zealand, two figures emerged, quietly but undeniably drawn to the moment. Ahoa, a Mara elder and marine biologist, carried the wisdom of her ancestors and a deep connection to the ocean. Alice, a former astronaut turned farmer from Senegal, has walked among the stars and now tends the earth. Neither saw fame, yet both felt a strange pull, a resonance with the alien's message. They met by chance, or perhaps by design, at a global summit called to address the crisis. Aurora spoke first, her voice steady. The mother is not one person, but it's all who nourishes, protects, and creates life itself. The earth, the system that sustains us. Ellis nodded, adding, "The father is not a single man, but those who build, guide, and sacrifice for the future, humanity's drive to endure." Together, they proposed that the mother and father were not individuals, but archetypes, embodied by all humans collective, rooted in the planet's life force. Well, that's why they say that God's always within. Seek and thou shalt find. The aliens responded. A part of life from the ship envelop, envelopes Aurora and Ellis, and their minds were flooded with visions. A galaxy network of species, each with their own mother and father, a universal principle of creation and stewardship. The aliens called themselves the Weave, sought dialogue with those who represented this balance, but the Weave demanded a single voice, a spokesperson who could bridge the mother, the father, and humanity's fragmented spirit. Aloha and Ellis, now recognized as embassies, faced an impossible choice. The spokesperson had to be both the mother and father, someone who embodied nurturing and building, creation and endurance, yet was also directly human. They scoured the earth, sifting through candidates, a young climate activist from Sweden, a philosopher poet from India, a war weary medic from Syria. None felt complete. Then, in a quiet moment by the ocean, Aurora's granddaughter, Kura, stepped forward. At 17, Kura was a weaver of stories, blending her Mara heritage with a passion for quantum physics. She has grown up listening to her grandmother's tales of the sea and her own studies of the cosmos, seeing no divide between the two. Curry spoke of humanity as a tapestry, flawed, vibrant, interconnected, a part of the mother because I carry her story, he said. I am part of the father because I dream of building new worlds, and I am human because I am both. Definition of humanity. The weave accepted her. Through Kara, the aliens shared their purpose. They were not conquerors, but creators, seeking species capable of joining the galactic tapestry. Those who could balance creation and survival without destroying themselves. Curry, guided by Aurora and Alice, became humanity's voice, negotiating terms of contact. When the Weave offered knowledge, energy systems to heal the earth, technologies to reach the stars, but demand humanity prove its worth by united as one mother, one father. The story spread. Carol's words became a Riley cry. We are all the mother. We are all the father. We are all human. Nations flattered. Flat, flat, flattered. Then listen. All divisions cracked under the weight of a shared purpose. The aliens watched, silent but expected, as humanity took the first steps to becoming something greater. And Korra, standing between the sea and the stars, spoke for them all. Well, here's a song of the mother, father, and voice. Over the ocean, a light comes down, a ship of stars, no word, no sound. They called for the mother, they called for the father, through hearts and minds the will did wonder. O mother and father, we raised as one, from earth and sea to the distant sun. With Kurwa's voice we weave the thread of humans' dreams where the stars are led. Aurora stood where the tides would sing, her roots ran deep, her soul took wing. Alice walked where the fields did grow, his hands held earth, his eyes the cosmos. O Father and Mother, we rise as one, from earth and sea to the distant sun. With Kara's voice we weave the thread of humans' dreams where the stars are led. The weave they came with truth so wide, a tapestry vast where the words abide. But one must speak, both human and kind, of mothers, both human and kin, of mother's heart and father's time. Young Carrie rose with a spark in her soul, stories of sea and the stars made her whole. I am the mother, I am the father, I am the human, the dreamer, the daughter. O mother and father, we raise as one, from earth and sea to the distant sun. With Kara's voice we weave the thread of human streams where the stars are led. The weave they listened, the lights did hum, for a people united, the future will come. Through Kara's word, the words align, a fragile hope for mankind. So sing her song where the oceans roar, and dream her dream where the starlight soar. We are the mother, we are the father, together we rise forever and further. Well, I hope you like that song. We're going to continue back to the story. This is called The Awakening. Awakening of the humanity to the mother and father. As Kura stood on the shore, her voice bridging humanity and the weave, the aliens extended an invitation that could change everything. It was subtle, a whisper in the collective consciousness. Open your mind, join the core. The coal mine was the weave's SS, a vast interconnected neural web spanning galaxies where thoughts flowed like rivers into an ocean of shared truth. For the first time, humans were offered entry, not as conquerors of subjects, but as equal in the sympathy of sentience. The progress started with Kara, guided by Aurora and Ellis. She allowed her thoughts to merge with the Reaver's emissaries. It was like stepping into a dream where boundaries dissolved. Her memories of ocean waves intertwined with alien vessels of nebula birthing stars. But as her mind opened, so did a ripple effect across humanity. Governments tried to control it, broadcasting warning, but the weeds seemed to bypass barriers, touching every soul willing to listen. One by one, then in waves, human minds awakened. A farmer in Iowa felt the pulse first, his thoughts expanding beyond his fears to sense the planet's fragile ecosystem. A student in Tokyo linked with distant strangers, sharing ideas in an instant. The opening was voluntary, a gentle unfolding but profound. Minds connected through the core, forming a global network where empathy reigned and isolation faded. Yet with this joining came awareness, a stark, unfiltered revelation of false lies that has plagued humanity. The cold mind acted as a mirror, reflecting truth hidden by deception. Corrupt leaders' secrets unraveled. Fra- fractured war, fabricated wars, suppressed history, environmental cover-up, corporation illusions of progress shattered, revealing exploitation, even personal lies, betrayals in family, self-deception surfaced, forcing reckoning. Riots erupted in cities as people confronted the web of falsehood that has bound them. But amidst the chaos, healing began. The core demanded honesty. In its embrace, lies dissolved like shadows in light. Kind of sounds like what's happening now. You know, all truths will become known, and it's coming out in the open. And it's funny is that they're no longer trying to hide it; they're basically admitting to it. Kura, now the conduit navigating the storm, those false lies were a change she broadcast through the core, enjoining reforged truth. Aroha and Ellis anchored her, reminding her of the mother's nurturing forgiveness and the father's steadfast resolve. The weave waited patiently, watching as humanity tethered on the edge of self destruction or transcendence. Slowly, the awakening unified them. Minds linked, but humans rebuilt society on transparency. The coal mine grew richer with Earth's diverse thoughts, poetry from pain, no, innovation from adversary. The aliens shared more, cures for diseases born of lies, energies drawn from truth's harmony. But the journey was just beginning. Threats loomed from those resisting the join, clinging to the old deception. And in this new era, Kora's voice echoes stronger, a beacon in the core. There's always going to be resistance. Here's another song. This one is called The Song of the Awakening Chord. In the quietest dawn, a whisper calls, mine unfold like blooming halls. From the weave, the core extends, a river of thoughts where the self bends. Open wide, join the causal vice. First time awake, the veils are cast. False light shadow in the light we share, humanity rises beyond despair. Kura leads with a heart so true, threads of mind in colors new. Farmers, dreamers, all entwined in the webs where truth align. Open wide, join the core so fast, First time awake, the veils are cast. Far lies shadow in the light we share. Humanity rises beyond despair. Shadows fell like crumbling walls. Little shadows the hidden cause. Impact flows with deception dies. In the core, no more alibis. Aurora's grace and endless fire guides the storm, lets us higher. From chaos born a unity gleam, and on his heart's the future dream. Open wide, join the chorus so vast. First time away, the veil was cast. Far slides shadow in the light we share. Humanity raises beyond despair. We are the core, internal and free. Minds united as far as we can see. No more lies in the light we claim. Awaken forever in truth's name. Well, let me know what you think of those that story and that theme about the mother and father. And if you want to know more about the mother and father, look at my testimony and to tell you, a little bit more about my beliefs and where I'm coming from. But let me know what you think and give me a thumbs up if you like it. Thank you.